Hello friends! It's so good to see you guys again. It is awesome to be vlogging again. I gave myself like between 2.5 weeks off. It's been a long time. It has been a long time since I've vlogged. I think it might actually be about 3 at this point. Probably 2.5 since I've posted anything as of this date. But I'm testing out a new camera today. I haven't been sewing at all. I've been Christmasing and doing all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you all about that in just a minute, but basically I haven't been doing anything, which is why I haven't been filming, but I thought I would try to get back into the swing of things, and at least test out this camera a little bit and show you guys what I got for Christmas and that kind of thing in this video. Is my hair a mess? Nope, my hair is not a mess. Woo woo! Finally my hair is not a mess. Okay, so one of the things that I got was this G7x Mark III, which is the camera that you're looking through right now. I did have to do an update. I have my G7x Mark II here. I don't know if you can see it, but you see how this is all like floppy and like not attached? Yikes. Spoilers, like this is what happened sometime when I was in Europe. Maybe? Was that right? I don't know. Maybe before Europe this happened. What a nightmare. It has been super floppy and like rattly and stuff ever since. So I've been filming with this for like 4 or 5 months, and my husband just took pity on me and decided to give me a better vlogging experience for you guys. I did have to do a patch update, some sort of thing, but it was super easy. Apparently there's autofocus issues. Actually, let me look at my focus and see how we're doing. Could be better. Is better. Yeah. So, yeah, there's some autofocus issues with this camera, I guess. They are largely, from what I can tell from little sample videos I've been doing, much better with the update. So we'll see how it goes, and I will make judgments after this video. Okay, so I got a ton of books. I got the G7X, and I got some muslin from Amazon. Weird, but I was really pumped that someone gave me muslin. I was like, yeah. Of course, this room is in the worst state it could all possibly be. Like, always when I start a video, I'm like, hi guys, let me go ahead and clean my room in front of you. I'm not going to clean my room in front of you, but I'm going to be like, this room is trash, and I'm going to clean it, but first I'm going to show you my little treasures that I got, because that's the reason we're here, and I'm super excited about that. Alright, so this is just like unbleached muslin that I found on Amazon, and I was going to order it, and then I'm like, I'll just put it on my wish list, and I sort of forgot about it, because I thought it was on my I need to buy this stuff later list, but it wasn't. It was actually on the, hey people, buy me this stuff wish list. So, I think it needs a wash. It's like thicker than I'm used to, so that's kind of exciting. And I thought it would be good, especially for sampling like Victorian jackets and stuff, or like day wear, because it would A, make a really great lining for that, but B, it would be sturdy during the mock-up process. So this seems exciting for that. It wasn't very expensive either. I think 10 yards was like maybe $35, something like that. Alright, some books for you. I got the Authentic Victorian Dressmaking Techniques book. I'll just flip through some of these so you can see what they're like. Definitely very detailed, definitely text heavy, so like you kind of have to be able to understand stuff by reading more than by like pictures and video. I am way better at show me than I am at read me, but I can do read me, so I'm gonna try this, and I'm super pumped to have this book because people say it has a treasure trove of information in it. This is like an actual sit down and read it book, which is very strange for a costume book. I got this William Ivy Long costume design book, largely because the front cover was beautiful. Like basically just this. I judged a book by its cover. And that's actually okay, because there's a whole bunch of really beautiful and inspiring pictures in here that look like fun, and I'm excited to look through this book and read it and like scavenge through these pictures and find things to apply to my old life. Hold up! Was there a bustle dress back there? I think I saw a bustle dress. Come back to me. Oh, hi. How you doing? Hello. Hello, ma'am. I would like to have you. Basically, if it's a bustle dress, I would like to have you, so that's kind of really... I'm sort of a non-monogamous bustle dress kind of girl, so... That's okay. Anyway, this is what this book looks like. There's actual text in here. So I'm excited to read this guy. This book is called The Other Side of the Coin, the Queen, the Dresser, and the Wardrobe, and this is about the person who dresses the queen. For those of you who don't know, understand me at a fundamental level, I am clinically obsessed with the queen. Usually, she says she smiles because people think she has resting bitchy face, and if she doesn't smile, people think she's angry. So she just smiles all the time. But I love her when she's not smiling because she looks so grumpy, and that just makes me want to snuggle the crap out of her. Like, if I ever see her, I'm gonna get deported and kicked out of England forever and ever, and it'll kind of be worth it because I'm gonna try to snuggle her. Like, I will hug her. She's really old though, so I better like get on that mission. Anyway, this book looked really interesting, and I am super excited to get cracking on this one. There's so many books, guys. So many. Oh god. Oh god, there was Trump. Oof. Did not want to see that. Do not want. Sorry, this is not a political realm. I will not talk about my political opinions. Do not want. Oh, my heater's on. That makes for such good audio in my clips. I'm so happy about that. Please detect sarcasm now. I found this historical wig styling book, and it was on my wish list, and one of my beautiful friends bought it for me. Ancient Egypt to the 1830s, which is decidedly not my realm, but it will be really good for some like Georgian hairstyles, I think. But yeah, I think wig styling books in general are great because they teach you technique, and so it doesn't really matter what the actual style is. You can learn about the technique of where to go. This book looks badass. Whew, that's a lot of pictures. I'm super into that. This will be my third wig book, actually fourth, because I have one that I kickstarted. It's the actual physical book isn't here, but I have the PDF version of it. That's more of a cosplay wig book though. This guy looks pretty cool. Alright, that's this book. Everybody knows this book, and I don't have it somehow. Costume Close-Up, Clothing Construction, and Patterning from 1750 to 1790, which are exactly the kind of years I need. So there are patterns in here. They do have like measurement guides on the side. It's not like on grid, so you're gonna have to grid this out yourself, which I'm gonna make photocopies of the page and then grid that out. Because I am a precision monkey and I can't just wing it. Like, that's just not my life. So anyway, if you've always wanted to know what this book was like, this is what this book is like. This whole pile is backwards, isn't it? Cool. What Clothes Reveal? The Language of Clothing in Colonial and Federal America. Do you see me sliding towards Georgian? It's okay, I'm never gonna leave you, Bustles. I'll never let you go, Jack. Never. Immediately lets him go. Why does that happen in that movie? Like, she's like, I'm never gonna let you go, and then immediately let's go. Like, literally the next scene, she's like, oh, you're in the bottom of the ocean now. Don't say never if you don't mean never. She didn't say till death do I let you go. I don't know. That's my rant for today. So yeah, this is basically like colonial porn. Georgian porn. Some Georgian porn, there's more. Georgian goes to 1836, I think. Just for people who ever wanted to know that. I got One Day at Disney. Not costume related specifically, but I think there is stuff about the costuming department in here. See the guy in the costume? So I'm excited to read this book. There's a lot of criticism about this book on Amazon. Like, people are kind of salty about it. So I'll read it and give you my review. I haven't even opened this guy. Star Wars costumes, the original trilogy. Okay, so I have Dressing the Galaxy, which is the prequels book, so it goes over like Amidala's clothes and stuff. This one is from the original. So let me stop this camera because I'll be a good YouTuber and I will open this and show you what this book looks like. And we're back. It is Star Wars costume porn. I'm into it. Yep. Dressing a Galaxy is freaking amazing book. This is by a completely different person. I really need them to get on making the book for the last trilogy too, because there is some fine costume work in those last 3 movies. And it's all really subtle, which I really enjoy. Anyway, that is what this book is like. They're like, Chewie, that's his costume. Funny times, fun times. Okay, and then last but not least, The House of Worth book. 1858, 1954. This book is epic. Just crazy epic. Just, like, it does not have every dress, obviously, but it has a very solid sampling of the Worth gowns that came out of, like, not just Charles Worth, but also, like, the entire Worth dynasty of people. And they are just breathtaking. I have a controversial statement, which is, I don't have a pet Worth. People say, oh, maybe if I did, it would be this one, though. I like how shiny and blue it is. I don't really have a pet Worth. I don't know. I feel like I like Worth and I respect what he did, and I like his style, and I like what he does and that, but I don't have a particular dress that I just think is the most amazing dress ever. Like, none of these dresses strike me as like, oh my god, I have to have that. I'm sure after I get a solid look at this book that might change. I mean, you know, that's not bad. I wouldn't kick that out of bed, but like, I'm not madly in love. I do really like the front of this one though. Like, that's pretty epic. But I kind of hate that skirt. So yeah, there's not a Worth dress that I'm actually like gaga over. I know everyone else on the planet is like nutso in love with Worth, but he is not my favorite dressmaker. I don't really have a dressmaker that I find the favorite. I just occasionally will see a gown and I'm like, hell yeah, that gown. And sometimes it's Worth and sometimes it's not, but it's not like an obsession. Like, I know people, we all know one person in particular who has like an obsession with a particular Worth gown, and it doesn't do that to me, and I don't know why. I feel broken. Speaking of that gown, there's the peacock dress. Oop, there's a glare in it. So this is the dress that Kathy's recreating. And I get why she's in love with this dress, especially since she has it so close to her home, the actual dress, and she can go look at it and see that it's amazing. I get it. Like, I fully get it. It's just, none of them make me die. Although, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so, maybe I'm broken. Even the sissy dresses, I'm like, they're okay. I'm into it. I mean, I think they're beautiful dresses. I don't think they're the end-all be-all. Ooh, I like this one, though. I wonder if that's an actual dress, or if it's just a drawing. Yeah, so that is my stance, my very controversial stance on Worth. Alright, since I'm not sewing, I thought I would sit down and just have a chat with you guys. Sit down and chats. I mean, pretty much I'm just chatting to you all the time anyway, and everybody seems to dig that, so that's what I'm gonna do. And it'll get me back into vlogging. So what's happened over the last 3 weeks? Okay, so the last I saw you, I left you at Dickens Fair, which was awesome, and we had a really great time. And then I started getting my house prepared because I not only had guests coming to stay, but I was also having a sit-down dinner for 27 people, which included like silverware and china and all that kind of stuff that we eat on, which is my friends miss Christmas, and I give everybody their Christmas presents, and everybody who comes gets presents, and we all open at the same time, and it's super fun, and it's loud and exciting and really great to see everybody, and everybody's in a really good mood, and it's everybody's favorite party of the year. And I make eggnog, and I make hot apple cider, and I make hot chocolate, and we make all this food, and it's just fantastic. So that was a really, really great time. And my friend Sarah from Canada came to stay with me. You guys may or may not know her. Those of you who happen to watch my makeup channel during the day, whenever that was, she's not your typical doll face on YouTube. She's awesome. Anyway, she flew down to come to the party, and then I also had friends from a long time ago. I've known them since college, basically, and they come every other year, so this was also their year to come. And also another friend from college flew down from a totally different place to come to this party. So it was really awesome to have everybody in the same place at the same time, so we could all just like chill and get to know each other, like the people who didn't know each other and stuff could hang out and whatever. But we had a great Christmas time. It was fantastic. So Sarah came and stayed until Sunday of that week, and then my friends Amber and Morgan like moved into my house immediately, and they stayed until Wednesday night. So I just had guests over until Wednesday night. And then every single night that week I had stuff to do. Like we went to see Waitress, we went to see a Christmas drag show, which was like contestants from RuPaul's Drag Race doing Christmas stuff, I guess. I don't know, it was fun. We had so much stuff to do. Star Wars, that sort of thing. I also had my last day at work. So I'm pretty sure I told you guys the story, but I'll give you the quick recap for anybody who's new here. I am currently unemployed. Actually, I'm not. I'm technically employed until February 13th because of the Warren Act, which means that they lay you off and then they have to pay you for 2 more months and you're employed so that you can look for a job while you have a job. So I'm getting paid until February, so that's fantastic. Yeah, so I could have stayed until actually probably indefinitely, and that's kind of the problem. I needed a break. I was really looking forward to, I was gonna leave the company anyway. Like I was about to quit, and then I found out that this was, the whole merger thing was gonna happen with my company, and so then they put us on a 6-month from the time of the merger, which was November 4th, like period of transition. But it kind of started seeping through the cracks that we might not get laid off after 6 months, and I really wanted to be laid off. So they said, if anybody doesn't want to do this and doesn't want to do transition, then just let us know and we'll get you in the next round of layoffs. And I was like, I just wanted to make sure I could get a severance package, because if I went through that 6 months and they didn't lay me off, I was gonna have to quit and not get any severance, and that would have sucked. And it would have been a lot of work that I would have had to do and not get a severance. That just didn't make any sense to me. But I needed a break. I need a break really bad. I just do. Like, I've been working at this job for 7 years, and before that I did a lot of contract work, so I would work some and then take a small break and then work some and then take a small break, and I got really spoiled is the best word I can use for that. But I kind of give like 120% to pretty much everything, but at work, and I took on like roles I wasn't getting paid for and stuff like that. So I've been doing that for about, actually it's almost 8 years, and I just was like, I need a minute, I need some time off, and I have enough money to do that, so I was gonna take some time off. So this let me leave the company through a layoff and get a severance package up, which I won't get until February. But it kind of was the best of both worlds, I guess. I got laid off right before Christmas, which allowed me to like just forget about work. Like today I'm not working and all of my coworkers are. Bummer. So, because they make you work during Christmas, and I'm like, why? Nobody's doing anything. Like, we're a tech company. No, nobody needs to work right now. So I had my last day, and that was cool. We had our Christmas party, our team Christmas party on the last day. So I got to see all what's left of my team, because a lot of other people also asked to be laid off, or was laid off, or went to go work for the other company, or there's just like a bevy of things that could have happened to you. So the leftovers and I went out for Christmas lunch, and so we did that, and it was fun. And then this week has been actual Christmas. Like a couple days ago was actual Christmas, and my mom came for Christmas Eve, and we went to see Star Wars again. Also, we went to a caroling party, which is two of my friends, Stephanie and Sherilyn, who were married, had a party every year, and it is so we can, like, Sherilyn plays the piano and we sit around and sing Christmas carols together. It's fun. So we did that. But my mom and I and Chris went to see Star Wars, and we went out to dinner on Christmas Eve, and then we went to look at lights, and then she went home the next morning. Like, she got up before we were awake and just left, and I was like, okay, bye. All right, cool. And then we had other friends come over for Christmas. And since that day, I've been slothing. It's the 27th currently, so all day yesterday, like, I did not get out of bed physically until 6:15 because I had to leave at 6:30 to go have dinner with some other friends. And so I slothed. Bernadette was like, me and Kathy are in full swamp hag mode here in England, like just editing our videos and eating mince pies. And I'm like, I see your swamp hag and I raise you. I haven't even gotten out of bed. Like, I got this. So yeah, that's what's been going on. So now I look towards the new year, in which I do not have a job. I physically don't think I can get a job until after, like, maybe October. So my husband gets a sabbatical every 5 years, and next year is his sabbatical year, and he's also turning 50 at the time that the sabbatical is going to happen. So, or his sabbatical starts. So basically, we can be gone for his 50th birthday. So our last name is Padawan, and it's actually a region. I know everybody thinks it's Star Wars for some reason, but it's not. It's a region in Italy called Padua. It's right next to Florence, Italy. And if you guys read Shakespeare, it's where the Taming of the Shrew is set. So we are going to go on a trip in Europe, like maybe Italy and Prague and Budapest and like Eastern-ish Europe. And I need to go back to Vienna super bad because that place like stole my heart and ran off with it in the like 36 hours I was in that town. So I'm ready to go back to Vienna. Everybody who's like putting in the comment section like, when you come back to Vienna, do this, like, keep it coming. So because I want to go to those places. And yeah, so we're gonna go on a trip for maybe 4 or 5 weeks of that 6 weeks of vacation he has. He gets 6 weeks of vacation plus he gets a sabbatical of 6 weeks. So he could theoretically take 12 solid weeks off if he wanted to, which is 3 months. And I'm like, wow. We do a lot of other stuff though, so he probably won't do that. Yeah, so my goal though is to get him in Padua on his 50th birthday, because then he's a Padawan and okay. So that's what's happening there. So if I want to, I can't really start a new job. I need to take like at least 6 months off for sure. And I can't really start a new job and be like, hey, yeah, in a month I need 6 weeks off. Like, that's not a thing. So I'm just going to wait basically until after I get back and then start looking for a job full time. If some gig comes up in between, then I might take that. We'll see. 2020. So what's up in 2020 besides that? We have that ball that a bunch of us are going to go to in May. I know that Morgan's going, Kathy's going, Bernadette's going, Carolina's going. Zach was going to go, but I don't think he's going anymore. I think he has like a paid gig in Williamsburg or something, and paid gigs trump all. More on that in a minute. Olga's coming. Hannah's coming. Mrs. Crocombe? Crocombe? Is it Crocombe? Did I say it right? It's spelled Crocombe, but it's Mrs. Crocombe, from the National History Trust videos, in National Heritage videos, something like that. I'll link Mrs. Crocombe down below. I'll link all these people down below. You can go check out their channels because they're awesome. They're all going, and we're all staying in a Georgian manor together, for those of you who don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this or not, but I'm just gonna tell you. Morgan and I are gonna do our gown. So it's supposed to be an 1890s ball. You can wear late 1880s, which is what I want to do because I hate 1890s. But I might slide. We'll see. We'll see what I can find. I just haven't found anything that is so amazing I need to make it. So basically, because of that, Morgan and I decided as a team that we needed a theme to like get us started. So we are gonna go with a Good Omens theme. So she's gonna wear a like cream colored dress to be Aziraphale, and I'm going to be a Crowley in black. So hopefully that'll be fun. Yeah, If you guys don't know what Good Omens is, it's a book that was written by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. It is in fact one of my favorite books. It's like top 3 easily favorite books. It might be my favorite book. But there was also a video series, no, miniseries. But I think it's going to be an actual show that like maybe goes for a 2nd season. That was shown, and I think it's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it. It's very good. I liked it a lot. It's very funny. It has a lot of Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett humor. So anyway, that's our inspiration. So I now need to find a dress that I want to make in black. But I can make just any dress in black and then like embellish it with details. So that's what my plan is currently. Have I started working on that? No, I have not. Am I going to start working on that? Not sure, because I don't really know what year I'm going to do yet. And I know that it seems like I'm taking forever on figuring that out, but really I'm not. I'm just like, I don't have to have it done until May. So I'm not stressing out about it right now. March, gonna be stressing out about it. So, yeah. I know everybody wants me to do 1890s. Like everybody keeps saying, oh, you can do 1890s, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I could. I don't like the 1890s, guys. I just really don't like it. So, but maybe I'll slide into the very end because there's still a few bustles still hanging out in there. I don't know. We'll see. I just need to find something that's like takes my breath away, and that doesn't happen actually very often, weirdly, now that I think about it. Like I think a lot of dresses are beautiful, but I'm not like to things very often. So, and Christine from Socine has made all of those. So yeah. Speaking of Christine from Socine, today she announced that she started a YouTube channel, and I am super excited for that because she's gonna do embroidery YouTube, and we need that in the costuming world. So I am super excited to see what she's got going on there because she's awesome and I just adore her. So yeah, I will link to her channel down below. If you haven't already subscribed, feel free to wander over there and check out her videos and see if you want to subscribe to that. What else? So I'm gonna use my year to do a bunch of things. Let me read you my lists. Okay, I literally have a list because I'm a Capricorn. Goals for time off, it was what it's called. Travel / spend time with friends. So I know that I will probably go on a Pacific Northwest road trip, and I will see Morgan and Marika and maybe a few other people. We'll see. I also might go to New York and visit Bernadette and hang out there for a few days and just like get some theater in because I love going to theater, and I also have a bunch of friends who live in New York City, so that might be a thing. Obviously I'm gonna go on the trip with Chris. Obviously I'm going to costume college. Yes, I am going. Obviously I can't not go to costume college. I love costume college. So those are gonna happen. Number 2 is relax. I am gonna become one with relaxation. 3 is do yoga. 4 is be kind. We're gonna practice kindness at others as much as possible. So get better at it. So I would like to, like, I am a perfectly proficient seamstress. Like, I can make stuff. But I would love to learn how to drape better, and I would love to learn how to flat pattern, and I would love to learn how to do better modifications, or like know what to do when certain things happen in an easier way than like how I have a panic attack and then go on a bunch of research trips and then say, screw it, I'm just gonna hack it. And like, you know, I'm gonna try to like actually get better at this. So there's this scale, right, where you're like, you're a beginner, and then you're moderate, and then you're pretty good, right? And then you hit a wall at pretty good before you can get to excellent, and there's a big like speed bump there. So I would like to try and use this year to jump over that speed bump and get like excellent. So we'll see. Although the more I watch other people sew, the more I think to myself, oh, these people who I think are excellent are really just the same as me. They're just basically hacking it. There are some people who are amazing, don't get me wrong. There are people who just like are so skilled and good at it and they've got it. And then there's like everybody else who I think are amazing. And also I'm like, wait a minute, you do what I do. Okay, I don't feel so bad about myself now. So yeah, but I want to use my time to get to that. I would like to get better at my camera. This thing that you're looking at. I would love to learn how to do awesome like photography stuff. Like, I just need to get better at it. I need to have better thumbnails. I need better shots for Instagram. Like, I would love to have really nice pictures of myself in costume, and everybody else seems to be able to take pictures of themselves, like, somehow. I don't know how that happens, because I'm always like, hey guys, like, yeah. Get better at editing. So maybe I don't just slice this whole thing together and call it good. Maybe I don't have a 40-minute recording session. We'll see. I would like to read all my sewing books and give you guys reviews on them. That's a thing. I know I've been talking about that for a long, long time. I want to play Breath of the Wild, Zelda. I'm gonna use some time to just like lay in my bed and play video games because I think that's actually a good use of my time. Like, I'm supposed to be decompressing. Let's get on that. I would like to learn how to make more foods. I can cook stuff. I am pretty good at cooking stuff. I like to use lots of things that make things taste better, like butter and sugar and butter, sugar, flour. Anybody see Waitress? Go see Waitress, it's really good. I would like to learn how to, oh, was I done with that? No, but I need to make more food. Like, I have a repertoire of like maybe a week's worth of food that I could make for people before I like have to go hunting. And I know it's just recipe searching, but like, I would like to have stuff down, like really well down, you know? Like, I have some recipes that I have just like took the recipe and then modified it to make it actually awesome. I need to do that more. I need to learn how to use my searcher. I have one. I've had one for 9 years, something like that. It's in the garage. I'm terrified of it. I don't want to use it. I'm scared. There are too many threads. There's like a sharp thing. But I know that like all I really have to do is watch a YouTube video and then like try it and it'll be fine and I'll be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. So it's just a matter of like, I have not forced myself to do it yet. So I'm going to force myself to do it. I would like to do one thing on my to-do list every day. I have a long to-do list of things that need to get done around the house, that need to get taken care of in one way or another, and I would like to get on that list and just make sure it's all knocked out. Like, my daily to-do list, I mean, you guys have seen my whiteboard of doom, like, I'm really good at to-do lists. Gets done, for sure. But I have, like, a project one that's, like, a bigger thing, like, I need to foreman an electrician to come in here and do a whole bunch of stuff, and I need to like touch up the paint in my house and, you know, stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Pet my kitties. They're gonna get lots of pets. I bought a subscription to Masterclass, so I would like to just watch all of them. Like, there's only one that I don't want to watch, and it's Karl Rove. So all of the rest of them I think are so amazing because you can learn so much from someone else, and even if they have nothing, like, you can learn a DJ from deadmau5, and like, do I need to learn how to DJ? No, but I'm sure there's something in the way that he thinks that would enhance my life in some way. So I think it's worth, you know, a few hours of watching him do his thing to see like and appreciate the expert level at which he does do his thing. I would like to use up my stash fabrics. That's what's currently on my list. We'll see what gets added to that list as we go along, but I'm super pumped on my year. I'm just calling it a year. It might be less, it might be more, I don't know. But I'm calling it a year of like having time to like breathe and become one with myself again, because my job was sort of making me not a person that I love to be around while I'm at work. So that's the bad thing about being, I guess I'm bossy, yeah, I'm bossy. About being, like, I was the boss, so you have to be bossy. So you have to make hard decisions, and you have to deal with a lot of people making not smart decisions a lot, and you have to, like, curtail the urge to force choke them constantly. So I need some time to decompress from that, especially when those people that you're trying not to force choke are your friends. So, like, it's a thing. Like, I need to become me again, and I need to become like the person I was before I took on all that responsibility and I worked with all my friends, and like I had to deal with some stuff I didn't want to deal with, you know. I understand how privileged I am to have the time, to be able to have time off. Like, I get that, and I will not waste this time, basically, is what I'm saying. I have taken significant amounts of time off before. I took a year and a half off once, and I took 11 months off once, and they were both transformative in the way that I like thought and did things, and like my level of humanity came back to me. And I think it's really important, and I feel really crappy that the rest of the world doesn't get this luxury, and I do understand how blessed and privileged I am. So, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like, some people tried to, like, I don't even know what the word for that is, make me feel bad because they don't get to have that and I get to have that, and I was like, why wouldn't you want that for me? Like, I want it for you. Like, I don't know, people like that. There's been a lot of things that have happened in the last 3 weeks, specifically online. There was like a couple of big discussions, and I'll probably do separate videos on those so that you can choose to watch those if you want to, because they're going to be my thoughts on them. And people may just not really care what I think about certain things. One of them was gatekeeping in this community. One of them was like sustainable clothing practices, and fast fashion and that kind of thing. There's been a few things that have come up, and I have some thoughts, but I think I'm just letting stew for a while because I saw some people behave badly about them, and I don't want to let that like come through in my video. I want to just be pure about my thoughts and not have it be a reaction to someone else. So in the next couple of days, probably I'll film videos about those too, because I think they're important. And I think it's also important to like be a real human, I guess is the best way to put that, like, about it, and like remember that everything is not one-sided, and like if you jump on a bandwagon about something, you're not really thinking about it holistically, because that thing that you're jumping on the bandwagon for sometimes also has its own problems. So yeah, I'll get around to that. I have some thoughts. Anyway, that is what's been going through my head lately. What has been going through your head lately? Oh my god, I'm so excited right now. My little thing says I've been recording for 24 minutes, and my old camera could only record for 15 minutes. I'm so excited. Like, this is such a better camera for that reason, because I can like film for a while then. I wonder what the max is. So in the old camera it was 4 gigs of information, I think, so it's probably some gig amount. Anyway, that's what's been in my head. Please tell me down below what's been in your head, because I would love to know that. Let me know what you're listening to. I'm on book 6 of Harry Potter again. Like, I was on book like 4 or 5 before, and now I'm on 6. So I'm still listening to Harry Potter. I'm ramming through that series. I did buy a whole bunch of books on Audible the other day, so I'm gonna keep myself busy listening to audiobooks as well as watching Masterclass. So Masterclass is great for hand sewing, because usually a lot of it is someone just like staring at the camera talking. If you don't know about Masterclass, go check it out. Like, it's expensive. It's like, I think $180 a year to do it. But it's got some just amazing people teaching their life skills, teaching about like Neil Gaiman talks about storytelling, and of course Hadfield talks about exploration. He's an astronaut. Deadmau5 does his thing. There's all sorts of celebrity chefs that do it. I'm like, Gordon Ramsay, is he teaching everyone how to be an asshole? No, but he's teaching me how to cook. And so there's like cooking stuff, so that's part of my cooking. It's on my list. So yeah. So I'm really excited about doing that. I do have some UFOs that I need to finish. I should trim that jacket. And I have all that stuff. I should figure out how to trim that jacket. I could make that hat for that Regency Day dress soon too. Really, I just want to skip over old business and medium business. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about or looking at, I have a whiteboard over here, and it has old business, which is all my UFOs. It has medium business, which is the stuff that I need / want for this ball that I'm going to. And then I have new business, which is just like everything that's in the backlog of my head or that I have fabric stash for. Really, I just want to skip old and medium and just roll right into new business, because like, I got things I want to make. But I think I should probably have a gown for this ball. It would suck if Morgan went and I was like, okay, bye. Enjoy being a zero fail by yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just rattling on at this point because I miss you guys and I love you guys, and I love the comment section so much. I have so much fun down there. I know that like sometimes when I'm out of town and I'm like just hearting stuff, like I am reading every comment you guys make. If I give you a heart on your thing and like you get a Noelle loves this thing, like I read it and I did love it. I just don't have like an adequate response slash there's too many comments for me to possibly respond to everything for. But I read every single comment and I love you guys. I love the thoughts you guys give me. I think you're hysterical. So I really appreciate you guys, and that's like one of the things that's like my best takeaway from 2019 is that this world is not as bad as I thought it was. I started this channel after having a makeup channel. Oof. Can't recommend that one. But I found you guys, and that's a solid thing that I love about this year is finding you guys and getting to talk to you and like learning about your life. And I have like actual friends that I have because you guys comment to me so much that we've taken it off of YouTube. Although I've been horrible at responding to people lately. Oh. But you know, I'm sure everyone understands, and you have to have me time. Self-care, people. Hashtag self-care. It's important, and I preach it like constantly to other people. So I am happily attempting to do that for myself as well, and I'm not ashamed of it. That is what's happening right now. Bustle Girl on Instagram put up this thing. I'll just put it here. It's obviously a bunch of matches that have been burned, and like one of them is pulled out so it stops the burn through, and it's just like, this is what happens when you take a break, basically. And I'm like, oh, that's my life right now. So I've been taking a break and I'm really excited about that. But I am super pumped to get going. Like I feel ready to get going again. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is spend some time cleaning up this room. I want to do deep clean stuff, like this window that's here. Like you guys can't even see that. Wow, that window. Like I need to take the window out and clean the whole thing and like go outside. Essentially, I'm on the second story of my house, by the way. I need to like stick my arm as far out as I can and actually clean the window because it's really schmucky, and like I want to like deep clean this room and get it beautiful. I'll probably do that. Oh, my husband's home. Somewhere in the middle of all the other things that I'm doing. I did it to my downstairs windows and I'm like, those are clean windows. Yeah, I'm so excited. I am the freak show who like gets really like, yeah, about really clean windows or like your baseboards just sparkle. I'm that girl. Probably a lot of you are because, hey, the time limit is 30 minutes. It said, your movie has stopped recording in big letters, which is awesome because before it would just stop recording. But then I could still see the screen, and the screen would be like telling me that it doesn't say that it's still recording, but it's still like moving and stuff. So I think, oh, I'm still recording. No, I'm not. This one has a big thing on it that says you stopped recording and your maximum time has been reached. So yay, this camera. I like the G7x Mark III so far. I'm into it. I will get more into it as time goes by. Anyway, I was saying you guys are probably also, some of you probably get really excited about cleaning because you make clothes and we're all nitpickety. You have to kind of be nitpickety to be in this field, I think. Although, for the amount I love cleaning, I don't do it nearly enough. Anyway, literally just keep rambling. I can just talk to you all day. Like, people say they love that about my videos, that it's like talking to an old friend and they don't have to respond. Okay, well, here you go. Now you've been caught up on my last 3 weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna go and end this video and put it up for you guys so you have something before the new year to watch. And I have missed you terribly, and I will be back on a regular schedule, like, starting now. So that you have something to watch constantly. I might go to a more aggressive schedule, maybe, since I have time off. I may just sprinkle extra videos in here and there, but I'm still planning on doing at least 1 video a week, maybe 2, we'll see. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below about what you're working on, how your end of year was, how was your Christmas, did you get any cool presents, what are you listening to, are you reading cool books? If so, tell me, because I love hearing your book recommendations, and I've bought a ton of books based on those recommendations. So that's very helpful so that I can listen to audiobooks while I sew. I'm super into that. Did you guys watch Star Wars? can you spoiler free tell me what you thought down there? Just be like thumbs up or thumbs down. Because I don't want to spoil it for anybody else, but yeah. Because I haven't said it what the deal is. I liked the last Star Wars. I have some friends who are on a hate wagon. Whew, but I liked it. I thought it was fitting into the trilogy. There were some things, of course, about it that I didn't like, but I also believe that this shouldn't be a group opinion. The filmmaker should go make his movie, and it is what it is, and you either like it or you don't, and you don't get a say in it, and you don't get to be like, I wish that blah 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 had happened in this way. Like, just, that's not what happened. This isn't community votes, so deal with what happened. If you don't like it, you can just like delete it from your brain and have your own fanfic play, and that's just as good. Like, I'm super into that. There are movies that I'm like, nope, I'm just deleting that. That was not necessary. So I get it. But I did like it. I've seen it twice. It was so much better on the second viewing, I will tell you that. So I watched it, and then I watched 7 and 8 at home, and then I watched the other one, and I watched the last one again, and I thought that was amazing. Because I got re-caught up on all the backstory of like Rey and all that stuff, and like I saw things I didn't see in those movies before, and then when I got to the last movie, I saw more stuff that I didn't see. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Really, for reals. Really. Okay, love you guys. See you later.